Morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, September 15th.
Is it already?
Yeah. And it's time to leave. We planned this for the last 2 months. On this date, we were going to leave. I hear a big bus coming down and we're sticking out, so hopefully he can get around. If not, life's rough.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, so we are leaving work camp. Oh, it's not a big bus, it's just a car without a muffler on it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Today is Wednesday, September 15th.
Yes.
And it is time to go. So we just loaded everything up. Our campground is broke. We need to take that piece of wood and get rid of it. But otherwise, we are done. People are going by. So we got loaded up. We haven't got our support on the camper yet. You could see that we look like we're just dragging our butt. But once we get our stabilizers on and get it jacked up a little bit, she should ride pretty good. If nothing else, at least the back end's up. That's what I'm looking at. You can see where it kind of goes down this way, but the back end's up. But what we'll do is we're going to go to a level parking lot, and we're going to get the sway bars put on, but we're going to jack it up in the front to get it up a little bit higher, then put the stabilizer bars on, and once we get the stabilizer bars, it will level the whole thing out, or it should. So that is the next thing we're going to do. We're going to drive over to the same park we were at last week, where we fixed the brakes, and we're going to put the stabilizers on, make sure all that's good, and then we'll take off from there. Right?
Right.
All right, guys, check us out. We are now leaving the KOA.
Yep.
Yep. Are you sad?
Yeah, I'm gonna miss all my friends.
Yeah, me too. But you know something?
We'll meet more.
We'll make more. That's right. So we got all the wheel chocks out. We're going to leave our carpet and our stairs for the lady next door. She said she'll come and get them. We're also leaving a tote for the lady next door. And there's a piece of wood there that we're going to trash as we go by the trash can. All right, guys. We'll be in the car next, or on the truckster. All right, guys, follow us.
Well, here's Mr. Max. He's ready to go too. Are you ready? And are you sitting on your pillow that you, or your nice bed that you don't want to get in, but you love your blankie, don't you? Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna go on a big long ride, okay? It's gonna be a whole month adventure. Woo, 4 weeks or more. No, we're gonna be gone for about 4 weeks, okay? All right, so you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna check out the camper real quick, and then we'll get on and get going. I know, I love you too. Give me kisses. Give me kisses and more. Okay. We're going down like we would to Cannon Beach, and then get on the 28 or whatever that is. 26, and then we'll go across down, all the way down to Grants Pass.
Grants Pass.
Yep. I mean, we're gonna stop for gas probably in 2 hours, 3 hours. So, I love you. Bye. He's so sad. Well, anyways, like I said, we are done. I went ahead and leveled it out. It's still not that level. I'll show you. We'll get on the other side. The camper's perfectly level. The jack is up. I am ready to go. So, as you can see with the sunlight beating in your eyes, that it's pretty level. We are sagging down just a little bit. I could probably jack it up a little bit higher and do it again, but I think it's fine. One good thing is the gray water and black water tank is not touching the ground like it normally would be. So all right, guys, we're gonna hit the road. All right, guys, so we're on the road. We went to the Hammond Marina again. We put the stabilizer bars on and made sure everything was good. I set the brakes again just for peace of mind. It is now 10:33 and we're on our way to hopefully Grants Pass tonight. We'll see what happens, how far we can make it. Grants Pass is about a 5.5 hour trip from here. We got to go through Portland
And then we also are going to go down to Salem and all through that. We're going to take the 5. Brakes are good. Brakes are good. I'm happy with the brakes right now. All right, so here we go. So this little town is called Gerhardt. It's just north of Seaside. Seaside is where my doctors are, and it's a really nice beach there. Good restaurants and things like that. We've been there. All right, guys, so turn this back on in just a few minutes. We'll be down in, hopefully down by Cannon Beach, and then we're gonna take the 26 over to I-5 and take I-5 all the way down to Grants Pass. Camper pulling pretty good, a little better than I thought. I can feel the weight though, so we haven't tried to go over probably 45 yet. We'll see when we get on the interstate. So we're still on the 101. Truck's doing fine. I'm not doing over 50 miles an hour right now. But we are going to 26 East. A 26 East will be taking us to I-5. So that's the way we're gonna go. I don't remember which direction, if we're going off to the right or off to the left. And I can't see that far, so.
Use the right lane to take the US 26 East route.
There we go, thank you. Take the right lane, that's what we're doing. A little more uneasy about this trip than I was in past trips, only because we have the bikes in the back, and that's another extra 150 pounds plus the batteries, plus whatever else we have back there. The generator is always back there, but it was hard to pull everything before. Now we've got an extra 300 pounds in the back, and it's just not liking it at all. I tend to keep this in 4th gear when we're going on ups and downs and turning and stuff, only because it will shift down into 4th gear from 5th gear if I don't, and it just keeps going back and forth, and that can't be any good for the transmission. So a little bouncy there. Hey, we're just going to take our time. If we have to go all the way down to Grants Pass on the 5 at 50 miles an hour, that's what we're going to do. We'll get there when we get there. If we don't get there today, hey, we'll pass by it tomorrow because we'll stay someplace else. So the plan is to stay in Grants Pass tonight. It's already 11:10, and we'll see what happens. 4.6 Toyota coming up this hill. Should have got a bigger truck. Or shouldn't have so much stuff. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's just doing about 50 miles an hour and struggling, but we're doing all right. It's in third gear getting up this hill. Well, this isn't I-5, but it's a nicer road, and we're on it. So I think this switches into I-5 in probably about 15 miles, and that's what we were concerned about. Kind of jogs over. We're passing Hillsboro. Hillsboro is a farming community in Oregon here.
All right, so we're on the 5. We're coming up to Salem. I just had to pull over. I don't know what was going on, but the something made a bunch of noise. Seems to be fine now, though. All right, we're just continuing driving down. All right, we just went to a Pilot gas station, filled up. It cost us $51 for the truck. We went 157 miles, and that was it. And that's since we filled up. We had 24 miles into it as when we left today. So we're back on the road, guys. We got about another 3.5–4 hours to go. It is now 1:44 in the afternoon. So the brakes, much better. I don't know what's going on with them, but they actually are doing the job that they're supposed to do. I threw on the emergency brake level on the electric brake controller, and when I did that, it just stopped the heck out of the brakes like really quick, and I wasn't going very fast, so that is one good thing. All right, guys, so we're on our way down south. And I don't know where we'll end up tonight. Hopefully Grants Pass is where we want. There's a KOA down there. We figured we'll go ahead and stay there. We'll see what happens. Well, we pulled over at the rest stop. We ate something. We've been traveling now for about another 45 minutes. And we're getting closer to Eugene. Get all these out of the way. Eugene is coming up, I think, in another like 60 miles or so. And then we have about another 1.5 hours to go to get to Grants Pass. And then we'll be at the campground. All right, guys, so we are a little further than we were a little bit ago. Obviously, we're heading south. Okay, we're down about 150 miles away from Grants Pass. Still going through the mountains. We should be down there by about 7 o'clock. We have a spot at the KOA there. We just called up. They have an opening. And we should be over there at least by 7:30. So we got a while to go. Well, everybody, we're here. I don't even know where we're at. Yeah, I do know where we're at, but I don't know what the campground's name is.
Grants Pass KOA.
Okay, we're at the Grants Pass KOA in Grants Pass, Oregon. Close to where my dad lived. He lived in Kirby and Cave Junction, which is probably like 10 miles away south of Grants Pass. And I do believe I have a sister that's in Medford, but I'm not sure. I think that's where she lived, or Eugene at one time. I don't know. I have not seen her since 1979. We really don't talk. But her sister, she's my stepsister, but her sister, we talk all the time, so that's a good thing. We're
Yes.
closer to age, though.
Yeah.
So how did we make it?
It was rough going up and down those hills.
Yeah, the truckster, you were with me today, and you saw some of the things. Literally, I don't know, twice I had to pull over because I thought the front end, there was something wrong with the front end, or I had a bad flat tire or something happened. But I got out in the middle of the highway and looked at it, and friggin' cars are driving by. I could have been killed. A couple times a guy beeped at me. One guy beeped at me
yeah,
because I was too close, he thought, but I was not really. I obviously I knew where I was. So anyways, yeah. The brakes themselves didn't work really well at the beginning. They kind of didn't work at all. And then I kept using the switch on it, which is kind of like emergency brake on it. And you're supposed to do that, I guess, and that sets it and sets it and sets it. Well, finally I had brake. And then when we got here, coming down off this mountain and coming down here, I didn't have very much brake again. I don't know if it's the controller. I'm thinking that it is, because actually the controller, I can't regulate to 6 any of the numbers. There's a dial on it,
and it's not really working that well. So I don't know if I'm going to have to go get a new one, but they're like 120 bucks is what we paid last time for that one.
If we gotta have it, we gotta have it for safety reasons.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has to be able to shut down the brakes when it needs to shut down the brakes. I think the brakes are adjusted because a couple times when I stopped, the brakes stopped, the camper stopped, and we went on a pull-off that was all dirt, and I did it on purpose, just slammed on the brakes and that, and then I looked in the back and I saw the tires actually did lock up, they skidded, so the back one here and the back one on the other side actually made tractions, and it's got to be all of them. But I would like to get somebody outside and slam on the brakes and see if they all lock up. That would be the thing to do.
Yeah.
But we don't have that luxury because we don't know of any place that has a great big open area to do this in. And I don't want to really wait until we get all the way down south. But otherwise, hey, the trip was good.
Yes.
It was perfect
Beautiful.
weather. Yeah, really nice weather. We had a really good time with that. And then Max did good. He liked his bed.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't like his bed when it was in the bedroom or on our bed because we keep it on there all the time for him. And he always slept underneath it or put his chin on it, but never got inside of it. Well, today he didn't get inside of it, but he's laying on top of it. So sooner or later he'll get all his scent on it and he'll like it and he'll say, okay, this is mine.
He likes it in the car because he can see he can just look out the window.
Yeah.
And
But
he's
you know
happy.
what's unsafe? If we have to stop really quick,
fast.
he's going to go through the
I
windshield.
know.
So we have to make sure that he's either tied down or something, restrained. Yeah, I don't want him to get hurt. No, we don't want our puppy to get hurt. So this KOA has no internet. It's a journey. It's very small. It's on a kind of a private street where a bunch of small little farms are. And it's nice. It's pretty here. But no internet. TV, we barely get 3 or 4 channels and they just come in fuzzy. So, but it's picking them up anyways. Satellite, we didn't even try to hook up the satellite because we have trees all the way around us. That is actually south right there. West is over that way. North is over that way. And of course, east is that way. So, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm fixing to go in and start cooking dinner.
We're gonna go in and start cooking dinner. We're gonna have a little chicken and some asparagus. We started our diet. No more potatoes, no more that stuff. Now the bread thing, we will slowly get rid of that because we're on a trip right now and I've got to eat a sandwich now and then.
Yeah.
I mean, at home I can just eat the meat. I don't need to eat the bread and the cheese on it. I'd wrap it up and just eat it. I'm fine with that. But yeah, so we're gonna try to lose a little weight because I'm almost 300 pounds and I'm not gonna say what she is. She's, I think, 150. So I'm not sure. Anyways, I don't want to know. Anyways, so we're gonna wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed our video today. We will get on the road tomorrow, which will be next week for you guys. And we will show you what Grants Pass looks like, and we will show you around the area just for a little bit. And then we're going to head down and hopefully get down at least towards Crescent City, if not further down. Yeah.
It's 5.5 hours to Redway.
Yeah. So our plan really was to go all the way down to Redway, and it's where we're going to stay. It's Red River Resort. That's where we've wanted to work a few times. We're going to go back there and say hello to them again. Say, hey, remember us? We've put in applications. And see what happens, maybe next summer. But anyways, we're going to go down there tomorrow, so you can catch us with that. And then from there, we're going to stay in Shelter Cove in that area for probably 4 days. Then we're going to leave, and we're going across the state. We're going to go hop over to Reno, Tahoe area.
Yeah.
Hopefully the fires are gone and not in our way, and I hope that everybody's safe over there. But then we're going to go down 395.
Yep.
And that's the fastest route to get to where the storage is. So that's what we're going to do, because 395 we can just take off and go through Landers and all that stuff and get right there. So okay guys, we're taking it, gonna take it easy and go in there, and I gotta have something to drink. I need a beer. You need a glass of wine? Okay. Well,
That's going to be coming.
beer and wine. I don't know. Yeah, probably the beer too. But anyways, we will talk to you next week. And you can always write us at msfitzadventures@gmail.com or see us on Instagram or Facebook. And then, like I said, you can see us next week on our channel, and it's at 6 o'clock in the morning every Sunday. And then we do have our webpage, which is misfitsadventures.com. I'm tired. misfitsadventures.com. And you can actually go on it and check out all our videos. You can look at all the photos that we have. You can get anything that you have on YouTube and more on our website.
Yes.
All right, so check it all out. Come see us next week, and thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.